All right.
Nice. Hi.
What's up, people? Welcome to Snax.
welcome.
I'm Courtney Black. That's Miriam Brown.
Kyle Erby joining us.
Well, wait, I have to really introduce my.
Okay,
So we are the ladies of Snax. You know that. Thank you for joining us today. And this fine young specimen is my work husband. So y'all better back on up because he got 5 other bitches too. No, but this is my work husband, a hilarious comedian, work husband on Cheryl Underwood Radio, a hilarious comedian, all around good guy, co-host of his own podcast, Male Rights Activist, the MRA podcast. Make sure you check that out on all platforms. My main man, Mr. Kyle Erby.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Mary. And I put down that you said I was an all-around good guy, so I'm keeping that.
As you should.
Well, Courtney said it. I believe it.
We have Kyle. Today we are getting into Kevin Samuels. Do you guys know him? He's a relationship expert. I don't know. He's like a 60-year-old man out here breaking Black girls' hearts all across the world.
Well, before we get into that, so welcome to Snax. This is a relationship podcast. We felt that conversations about love and relationships were long overdue. And tonight we're going to dig into the topic, like Courtney said, of Kevin Samuels, who calls himself the Godfather. I don't know why.
Oh, is that what he calls himself?
That's what he calls himself, the Godfather.
Of love or just of everybody?
I think he just thinks he's the Godfather. I don't know.
All right.
Oh, not love. What he's talking about is far from love, but that we gonna dig into that. And then, but please like, share, subscribe, and now we can rock and roll. Let's do it. So you just gave Kyle his wonderful introduction, and
he's a professional. Kyle is a professional at relationships because through experience and through just he gives me good advice. You know, he's just like he's lived it, and he's a Cancer like me, so he's sensitive kind of guy, not too sensitive. He's all man, but that's right. He's an all man. He's old school man, like your daddy. So that's why we brought him on here, because we need his brain to pick his brain and his feedback. So women, listen up.
I hope.
Yeah. So Miriam,
university, by the way.
Shout out
to Southern University, where I study broadcast journalism. I'm just so happy to be still broadcasting.
Okay, the HBCU.
Yeah, shouts out to Cheryl Underwood Radio for allowing us to be.
That's right. Still working the pandemic.
24/7, huh?
24/7. We got to get off here and get back to work.
You're in line.
Dang.
All right, so let's talk about it, Miriam.
Well, do we want to go over our count? Like, we need to catch up. You know, we haven't really talked all week. So,
that's true. Oh, yeah.
What's been going on with you?
Kyle, we do a calendar check-in.
Kind of talk and check in with each other, you know, go through our calendar, talk about anything interesting that happened. You can feel free to add to this, but Courtney, it's on you.
This is our calendar check-in. Yesterday I had my eye appointment. Everybody need to go get that. You know, Black people are prone to glaucoma more than any other race. Yes. And oh my God, they told me I might have glaucoma. So this was my follow-up. Yeah. So I went yesterday and the doctor was like, well, it's not a matter of if, but when it's going to come. You don't have it right now, but you are on the track. So it's hereditary in my family, and whatever else he said of the reasons, you know, but I think I'm getting glaucoma. I thought that was an old disease. So I was like, oh shit. And then he said, no, I had a 23-year-old. There's a lot of 20-year-olds who've been getting it too. I said, all right, I feel better. Because you know,
like what the hell is glaucoma?
So glaucoma is you can actually go blind if you start losing your peripheral vision. And so it closes in on your retina, and then it just closes.
Oh.
But it's an eye disease. Yeah. It's no cure. So the only thing to do is slow it up. You take these drops for like the rest of your life or whatever that will slow it up. Reagan said her dad has glaucoma. Oh yeah. Hey Ray. So yeah, so but it was good news because he said, I'm not gonna put you on the drops now, no treatment. Just come back in a month, and we're just gonna follow it and see how that is going, the closing up. So
weed help glaucoma, because that's what they used to do in the jokes. They'd be like, I got glaucoma, I need this weed. It got glaucoma.
I should have asked him if he could have write me a weed prescription. You're right, Kyle.
Well, I wonder what the weed does to help the glaucoma.
It probably releases the tension in the brain.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
And then pupils open up even more.
Right.
So that was that. Kyle, I could get in trouble, but I was a consultant, or what do you call it, on Earthquakes radio show this week.
Okay, that's cool.
What's the word Cheryl used for Steve Harvey?
I don't know.
A contributor.
Okay, that's dope. You was doing that though.
On Earthquakes radio show. Check that out on Sirius XM. And that's about it. Working with Cheryl Underwood Radio. What was your week like, Miriam?
Girl, crazy. I have a daughter, a 5-year-old. She's spicy.
Tell them the good news.
Lots of energy. Oh, okay. A lot of people I know don't know this yet, but she's gonna be on TV.
I gave her the audition. Look, I gave her the audition.
She
what
did.
Show?
She sent me the casting call. She's gonna be on. Wait, I don't know if I'm allowed. Am I allowed to talk about it?
I wouldn't.
You shouldn't. Yeah. That's right.
Even though she asked you what show, that's what's hilarious.
I know. She knows better. In the industry, you know better.
When I thought about it, I was like, we should not say this. And then I rolled with
it. You about to get her kicked out of the show already. She ain't even taped it yet.
Thank you, Pamela Walls. Hey, Andrea. All right, Kyle, you had anything exciting?
Well, you didn't even.
You're not finished? I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, my bad.
I cleaned out my closet. Is that exciting?
Girl, you ain't had to come back for the clean out the closet. Did you get something?
I had a question, and I wanted to know. Like, I have all these family reunion shirts, and I'm wondering, do I give them away? Can I toss them? Because I don't want to see somebody wearing them that's not a part of my family. Like, I would feel bad. So what do you do with the
Kyle has a lot of family reunions.
I do.
Do you? Yeah. What do you do?
You save them and then you secretly throw them away.
How do you secretly do it though?
You have to wear them when you're painting, eating crabs, stuff that they get messed up, so you don't feel bad. It's like,
Oh, that's true.
Change the oil.
Wait, when you share no more. Because I think you throw them away when you're ready. Because I hold them for a long time. But then when I'm looking at it and they don't do nothing no more, I'm like, all right, you ready to go.
You like, forget it.
Yeah.
So you cut it up and destroy it and then throw it away?
Nah, too much. I mean, I can see
Really?
that's like hiding evidence. I don't need to do all that.
I just don't want anybody else to wear it. That's my thing. That's why I feel bad about it. But okay, I'll throw them away probably
like
tomorrow.
Kyle, would your mom or your dad be upset if you threw away one of the t-shirts?
No, but they wouldn't know. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I would hold it, but I'm talking about from long. Like, I wouldn't throw away the last 3.
Right.
You said the last 3. What's the last 3?
I get our family reunion on, but if it was like, I wouldn't throw it away a year later. That's
right.
Oh, okay. You would save it for a while. Yeah, I've had these for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
but
done.
You might want to hold on to them till they don't no more.
That's true.
At least the oldest one, that's like a classic. Hold on to the oldest, throw the other ones away.
No. I just really want to throw them all away. Like, I'm done. Finished.
And
so that's probably what I'll do.
Who would know if you did?
You're right. Okay.
All right, Kyle, you want to share anything exciting from your week?
Well, I told you I fell and busted my head. I was a trip.
Yes. Tell that story, Kyle. That's crazy.
I know. So I was in the snow, and I was just walking to the store, and then I just slipped and boom. And I don't even know what happened after that. All I know was, like,
I'm sorry.
I'm about an hour.
He lost his memory. That is so crazy.
For an hour?
Where did you hit your head? Like here? Or
No, right here.
bam, like
Yeah.
on the concrete.
Shoulder, the head, turn the ankle. And my boy Kamal on the MRA podcast, that's my partner. He said that's because I'm getting old. But I'm telling you right now, it wasn't like oh, no, it was instant. Wow.
It was that ice, like
Black ice.
black ice.
Did you know who you were? Did you know your name and stuff?
I knew who I was, and I started like going back to. I knew all old memories. You know what I mean? Like
Tell them about the store. You got up and went to the store. He was on his way to the store.
I was on my way to the store, and then I slipped and fell on some ice. I was just walking, and then busted my head, and I heard. I used to play football, Southern University, high school, Mount Sac. Hit my head. I heard the ringing like back in the day when you do a big hit, you would hear.
Right.
And we called it getting your bell rung. So I heard the ringing like nee. I was just like, woo. But just kind of steadying
But
myself.
what happened when you went to the store? That part.
Oh, so when I got to the store and I realized I didn't know why I was at the store.
He had like no memory of like what am I doing?
What am I doing here? So that was scary. But I started going back and I started just remembering stuff. And now the only thing I've noticed is I'm not as quick, but I'm getting better every day.
You don't think you need to go to the hospital? Like you might have a concussion?
I probably do. Yeah, I probably do. I mean, I'm better now. It was a week.
Black people. I swear to God. It was like, I think.
Don't go to the doctor for nothing.
Nothing.
What is that about?
But the truth is, the way I looked at it was like this, Corny Black. I was like, this, unless I need them to go inside, I don't trust doctors because they be guessing. And I ain't trying to pay for y'all to guess. I know you.
Guess?
No, there's no guess, Kyle.
They went to school.
We guess, but after running tests. So it like narrows it down from the test to see.
But there's just too many times I've been to the doctor and they guessing. You know, and then
you don't trust doctors. That's what it is. You don't trust them.
I'm hurt, Kyle.
Nah, I did, but I'm fine now. Like, you know, everything's back. My memory's back. I've been icing my head, you know, because I'm an athlete, so I know what to do for an injury. So, but I ain't go get a full checkup. But yeah, that was a crazy thing.
That's good. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Me too.
I was worried. That's crazy. All right. What's next, Amir?
All right. Well, we're going to jump into this Kevin Samuels deal. This man really.
Wait,
okay. Because I was about
to me the tease coming up at the end. We have a Valentine's Day 90s. 90s favorite classic songs that you play?
Yeah.
All right.
Top 5 love songs. We didn't do it.
Not 90s.
We took out 90s.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right.
By request. When I requested it, it didn't happen. But when you requested it, I acknowledged your request.
Thank
you. Anyway, we're going to jump into this. I don't know if everyone is familiar with Kevin Samuels, but like we said at the top of the show, like he's calls himself the Godfather. He gives very stern and rude advice. His audience is primarily Black women, and I think his followers tend to be Black men. He talks a lot about high value men. His definition of high value, though, is a little like I'm still not quite clear on it. I'm thinking that his definition of high value has to do with the amount of money you make. That's the notion that I tend to get. So 6 figures and up, you are high value if you are a man. But if you are high value in a woman, it's not based on how much money you make. Correct, Kyle? So are you familiar with Kevin, Kyle? First of all,
Courtney Black sent me his links. I enjoy them. I could tell.
Wow.
I do enjoy them. The reason why I enjoy them because, like Courtney said, I do a podcast called the MRA Podcast where we do a similar thing. We go hard in a different direction. We're trying to help women understand men because I don't know what happened, but for some reason, women are getting a lot of their information about men either from dudes that are trying to hit it, or from other women, or from entertainment. And so it is a guy like Kevin Samuels, even though I can understand why he would be offensive to a lot of women because he's going against what we've been taught. But when you just break it down to value, it makes 100% sense to me. Do I agree or disagree? That's not the point, but it makes 100% sense.
So do you think he's a little too brash with his delivery?
Well, he seems to do the shock thing. He hits him right in the face, whereas normally we won't that to somebody sitting right in front of us. We won't tell them you ain't shit as a person. You ain't worth nothing, or whatever he told. He told
you ugly. You right.
Yeah, like, hold on.
That's not. But see, okay, Kyle, that's not what I necessarily have a problem with. I think his narrative is harmful to our community and it's harmful to women, especially when as a woman you have confidence. I think everyone should have confidence in themselves, what they look like, how they present, their value or whatever that is. And so for some man who doesn't know me to take pieces of me, things that what I do for a living or how many kids I have or how old I am, and place value on that only, that's where I have a problem. And so I feel like he knocks women's confidence down without a purpose. It's like, okay, if you're going to do that, what's the purpose? Give them a solution. Okay, you might not be able to get a high value man. Maybe you could get a high value man who has a kid who might be okay with you having a kid and wants a woman that's nurturing and can provide something that a 20-year-old can't provide to a kid, because she doesn't know anything about raising a kid or being a mom. So I just want him to provide solutions instead of just, you're ugly. You ain't gonna get no. You know what I mean? That's problematic.
Well, here's what it feels like he's doing. I don't want to speak for the brother because I ain't the brother, but from a man that's watching and seeing, I see what he's doing there. What he's doing there is he is giving women who say they want this thing, helping them to understand, okay, if you want this thing, and I deal with this with women all the time, where it's like, they say they want an NBA player, but they want an NBA player that's faithful. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, now you're going too far. No, and I agree with that. Like, I don't think there's any NBA players that are faithful.
And why would he be? I don't understand why you would be. But it's like, I mean, that's a whole other story. My point is, I think a lot of women don't. I think here's the thing, because the rules are changing, there's a lot of things we don't know. But there was a time when things were like this, and now the time and the rules are changing. But I don't think I think a lot of women place value in things that men don't give a damn about. Like I was talking to this comedian, Candace Thompson, hilarious, beautiful, successful. Yeah. And we were having this I remember we were standing at the Comedy Store hallway. You know what I'm talking about, Courtney Black, back door hallway. And we talked for an hour because she was so mad that guys weren't valuing things that she wanted guys to value. She's like, I'm smart, I'm funny. And I was like, okay, that's great. But when I make my list, I'm like, oh man, she better be hilarious. That's what my boys are for.
Really? Don't you also do you agree with the notion that, because I feel like when you talk about marriage and furthering your relationship, you want somebody that is a friend. So why would you not look for that in someone that you're dating, someone that you're actually friends with, as opposed to her just having looking good, being a 9, having a banging body, and not having any.
He didn't say what his top things were, but
no, I'm asking, but I'm just saying, like, he's saying his friends are for laughter and enjoyment. Yeah. So then what is your mate for then? What, don't you want someone that is that too? I don't understand.
Let me just tell you something, Miriam. We just met. I find you attractive. Whenever this said,
hold up, slow down, work husband. Hold on.
Don't get out of line, work husband.
Don't get beat up.
Go somewhere, Courtney. Trust me.
Okay. All right.
Whenever an attractive woman says, don't you want? That's when we normally start lying. Don't you want? Oh yeah, that's what I want.
Oh yeah, that's
she just told you the game, huh?
I just tried. So the biggest thing is a lot of times women don't listen, and then they'll tell us, well, isn't it you should want, and then we do, oh yeah, you're right, we should want that. That's not
so true. You don't.
No.
Wow.
No.
So tell us education and income, that's what Kevin Sam is not important. And like you just said, being funny is not important. Give me your top 3 things that are important.
I mean, he said youth, fertility, fitness, submission, ability to cooperate. I was like, damn.
You're talking about a dog. Like, do you want a dog? Go
that's
get a
perfect
dog.
Woman. I said that's perfect.
Really?
When Miriam hears that, she's like, as if that's a bad thing. They go get your dog like that.
I just feel, Kyle, I don't think it's a bad. Okay.
Kyle, repeat that again so we can all hear what those things were.
Kevin Samuels, he said youth, fertility. Now we got to talk about this fertility thing because that's nature, right? I mean, and I read a lot of these science books about fertility. Like I didn't realize that the reason why men like hair is because that's a sign of fertility. Ass is a sign of fertility. Titties that stand up straight is a sign of fertility, which is why a lot of women, they go get implants to look fertile. They make their hair look fertile. They make their ass look fertile. A lot of this is just science. We're looking for fertility. Submission. That makes a lot of women mad when you say that. It's like you don't want to argue. If it depends on the kind of dude you are. Now, if you're getting with a woman, I don't know, that got her shit together like a Miriam, then nigga, you gonna be her helpmate. You not, excuse my language, but you most likely you're gonna be best with a dude that assists you.
I actually am very traditional, Kyle. I actually believe in gender roles. I'm not that person. I totally believe that a woman should be submissive. I know how to do that. I don't really have a problem keeping a man, but I feel like I'm single by choice because I feel like anybody could be married. Like if I wanted to be married right now, I probably could be married, but it won't be to someone that I would be happy with or respect even.
Who said marriage was about happiness? That's the problem.
That's what we want.
I've heard that before. I've heard that before. It's not about happiness.
40 Black.
Then what is it about?
I think where we messed up is entertainment. Entertainment told us marriage is about happy ever after and love and all that shit. No, marriage is about family, business, commitment, raising something, building something. Yeah, I honestly believe arranged marriages. If you let your mama hook you up, I think you do better with who your mama picked than who you pick.
Because you don't get that heart involved.
But what about, okay, so one of the things that Kevin talked about with this one woman was infidelity and how like women nowadays, because we have jobs and we can just leave if we're not happy with the situation, that is a reason why because for me, I read things about marriage and I read a lot, Kyle. Like I read a lot. And they're like, these people don't have sex for like years. And there are people who are married who don't talk. Why would I want to get married? That's the question. Why would anyone want to get married?
But men will ask the same question. He about to hit it. Go ahead, Kyle.
Go do
it. And it takes the feminist movement for the women to realize, to catch up to I don't see what's in it for me. That's the problem. Just for a lot of guys, women are asking things from guys. Let me tell you why guys cheat. Just to be real clear, the reason why guys cheat is because that guy's not monogamous, right?
And by nature, you're saying by nature.
Whatever, yeah.
Oh, nobody is. I mean, that's not natural. Let's just say monogamy is not natural.
For some people, some guys are monogamous. I know monogamous men. Not that many of them. Most guys I know are not monogamous. But they fall in love with a girl and they don't want to lose her. So they just, they try their best or they pretend to be so that they don't make her mad. And then she puts up with it for so long because she got her money and she got her this and she got her that and she don't need him anymore. When she's tired of the work, she quits. Most of the time, it's the woman that files for divorce. It's the woman that getting married, woman that says, you know what, I'm done. And the wedding is about her and the pictures are about her. Dresses about it, and guys are sitting there like, what's in it for me?
Okay, but let's answer that. Right. What is in it for? What do you? Because they say who benefits more from marriage, the woman or the man?
So Kyle says all men, no men ever want to get married. Men don't want to get married.
Like, I believe that. I mean, I believe that. I mean, I know I don't believe that. Here's why. Some men
don't. Some men do. I remember when Prince William, the older brother, right? When he was getting married, I did a bit on, it was before the MRA podcast, it was the MRA webisodes. And we went to the Ice House and we did a man on the street. And I asked people, who's winning in this marriage? That Prince William or the girl Kate? 90% men and women, mostly women, said that Prince William was winning because he found Kate. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
Really?
Yes. Something in their mind thinks he is so lucky because she's so pretty, so smart, so well spoken and it's just like you.
That's what we think. Yeah.
You clearly don't know what men value, and it's like let me just.
Oh wait, you asked women and men though, right? That question.
Yeah, and some of the men were like, but they weren't that type of men. You know, they weren't the alpha male type. They were betas. But let me just tell you, let me try to break it down. Like this is how I would tell a child. This is how I would tell my own sons. And this is gonna get me in trouble, but I don't care. I'll care if it's in big trouble. But for now, whatever. So let's just break it down scientifically. A guy, just scientifically, a typical guy, alpha male, wants to be free and have a variety of sex. Just alpha male, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a woman who he really, really, really likes. But the problem is her goal is to stop him from having a variety and stop him from being free. That is her goal. It is literally like a movie. His goal is this: variety, sexual freedom, have fun. Her goal is lock him down. No more women, just me. Right. That is the fundamental problem with monogamy in marriage, because he wants this and she wants that. So what happens is he pretends to do that because he loves her, and then he sneaks off and does what he really wants to do.
Ooh, Lord, y'all hear that?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, they both lying. Yeah, I mean, like.
Well, isn't the point of me? Go ahead.
And because it's women's feelings to say it, nobody wants to. And this is what I honestly believe. I honestly believe men are wired to please women. And it tugs at our heartstrings when women are sad or upset. So like right now, when I see Miriam upset, everything in my mind is like, pull back, pull back. But
I'm not. No, I'm listening. I'm learning.
But I'm just telling you.
Right, but
I was at the store today, and these two women were talking about something, and they said something about your wife and your girlfriend. I was like, or both. And then the girl was like, "Oh God, I don't want to hear that. I don't hear that. Don't do that." And he started telling me,
"We can't take it, Kyle. We can't take it."
I was like, "Why we lie?" And these are strangers. And she was like, "You don't want to do that. One woman is enough of a headache." And I was thinking, yeah, one woman is enough of a headache, and two women another headache. But trust me, it's less of a headache to have 3 women than to have one.
How so?
What?
Because if you have one woman, she is now responsible for all of your sexual appetite. And if she is fucked, she is now responsible for all of your happiness. And this is my thing. You would never have one friend, but it's different. It's not. You would never.
It's not.
You would never have a friend.
Right.
Never one friend be your end all be all for all friends.
Right.
We always have a variety of friends so that we can get what we got. Our church friend. I got my boy Pastor Braxton. I need to talk about. I talked to him. I got my friend, my boy Chris Ball from Ball Family Farms. I want to talk about crazy shit. I call Chris. I got my responsible friend Kamal Abdul-Jabbar from the MRI podcast. I want to talk about responsible shit. I talked to Kamal, and I believe y'all do the same thing.
Yeah, we got traveling friends.
I just think there's a difference between. It's really about sex, right? So when you bring sex into the equation, like a woman like me, I know a lot of women who can deal with infidelity. I have an ego, so infidelity for me is like that's it. Like I cannot mentally get back into the game of a relationship when I know that person has slept with someone else. That's a deal breaker for me.
Question.
I can't help that though. That's not. It's just I don't know how to help that.
Let me help you out. First of all, you're attracted to alpha men or beta men?
Alphas.
So if you're attracted to alpha men, but you don't like when guys cheat, that means you need to work on your ego, not stopping the man from cheating. If you want an alpha man, you can.
But what about diseases, Kyle? What about diseases and outside babies? Like I don't.
That ain't gonna stop it, though, Miriam.
Listen,
that ain't gonna stop it.
Listen.
Oh Lord Jesus!
I'm just trying. I'm not.
I can't.
They can't take the truth, Kyle. They can't do it.
I'm not trying to get you to accept a man cheat, but I am trying to get you to accept the truth. So if you want an alpha male, high earning, high this, high that, things come with that. You need to probably learn to either settle with the beta male or settle with the truth of the alpha male, because ego is a flaw.
A flaw? Are you
telling
me that I'm flawed? Just kidding. I know.
Messed up, girl.
As
It's
I've been told,
fine.
your ego is not your amigo. That's for you.
Okay, let's talk about another thing. So one thing that really, really bothered me, and it told me a lot about the women that call Kevin's show. These women are not high value women because
let me refresh the audience. People who just caught, we talking about Kevin Samuels, a relationship guy who calls himself the Godfather. He's on podcasts everywhere, and he's like demeaning to women with his advice. So we're talking.
Please.
So we're
I'm
talking
not
about.
I'm not meaning, but that brother is very smart.
No, so the woman calls in, and the first thing she says is, "I want you to assess my value." What?
That's so nasty.
Like, I just feel like, where is your father? Did you have a father? Did he love you? Like, what? I mean, why would I ever call a man and ask him to assess my value?
Unless this man is the value expert.
And that's what he thinks.
What makes him the value expert?
Because most women don't know what men value. They know what they value, and they assume a man values that. Women like a man with a great job, so they think if I have a great job, I'll be more valuable. And they don't realize that's not necessarily true. And then they say, well, I could be a great partner for you. No, we don't need a great partner. I got this. But how the eggs taste. It's not about what y'all think is important to us is not, but we don't tell you because one, we don't want to hurt you, and two, we don't want to lose you. So we just suppress.
I have a question. So you're saying that, and a man can suppress this for like 20 years of marriage, or like for a whole relationship?
Ends on the type of man. So some men can suppress it for forever. Just let me tell you what it's like to have a wife. It's like living with your mama for the rest of your life. Right?
That's terrible. I don't even want to live with my mom.
It's like living with your mama. So
wow.
Y'all hate liars, right? But I bet you lie to your mama.
I mean, to get out of it so I don't have an argument, like I'm just gonna sometimes like white lies.
That's my point. It's just an argument. Just okay, mom. All right, mom, because moms be judging. Not my mom. I got lucky. I got a great mom. But moms be judging. Moms be bitching. Moms be nagging. To women, moms do these things. And your mom gets on your damn nerves. Could you imagine living with your mom for the rest of your life? Honestly.
No, that would.
You would be like, oh my God, because your mama knows everything, whether she knows it or not. You know what I mean? And so that's why
I'm sorry. Then you do have to end up hiding stuff from your mom. You do end up.
My point. That's all I'm saying. Like I have a friend. I'm gonna call her my friend because I don't want to get her in trouble. She went out the country and was like, "Don't tell my mom," and she's grown.
Still scared. I'm still scared of my mom. I don't be telling her.
She's like, my mom's gonna be mad at me if she knows I was traveling during COVID. Please don't.
Right. Grown.
That's hilarious.
Sneaking out of way, don't tell my girl because my girl's gonna be mad. And this is what I really want to do. You know what I do? I really want to go to goddamn Fiji right now. So I'm going. And my mom's not gonna like it, so I'm not gonna tell her.
Right.
Wow.
I often go to Fiji when she don't notice. I'm not really doing that, but I'm trying to give you something.
Right.
Like, dude, that's what it's like. And so women don't understand what it's like to be with them. And they just think from their point of view. And it's like, dude, if you really want a man, I can help you get a man. Kevin might be able to help you to get a man, but y'all want to hear what you want to hear. And it is frustrating because it's turning everything you've ever heard on its ear. And I blame entertainment, Courtney Black and Miriam. I really do.
The fairy tale, selling us the fairy tale.
All that shit.
Because I'm not even into the fairy tale. It's not the fairy tale for me, at least. It's just what you gotta. I want to marry I want it to be like a partnership, friendship. Like I can't imagine having to live in a house where I don't talk to someone, I don't have sex, and I don't like them. Like
well, he's not saying. I think the fairy tale is forever. The fairy tale is forever ever. What's the little saying? Always
ever after.
Forever. What? Say it again.
Happily ever after.
Happily ever after. That's the fairy tale. So whatever that is to you, that's the fairy tale. And he's saying that ain't what it is. It ain't happily. And you still may be having sex, and you still may be talking to each other.
A lot of them ain't having sex.
Are they not? And just imagine your own grandparents.
And I don't want to get involved in something like that. Like, who wants to be involved with that? Why get married? What's the point?
But at the same time, y'all been dating for 4 or 5 years. You like, well, where is this going?
What we gonna do?
It's here. We having a good time. Don't ruin it.
So just don't get married.
Or get married if you both want to. What's up, Black?
I was gonna say, but that's a point too. Like, does marriage actually change it? Like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Like, does doing the marriage
together forever? That's
dynamics. Or you know? What do you think?
But I would tell people, if you want to be together forever, be together. Like, let it flow the way friendships flow. Stop adding this extra shit. Honestly, like the rules, we got to live together by this amount. We got to get married. We got to have joint accounts. Those are 3 things that are dumb as fuck. Why would you have a joint account with your best friend? Fuck no. That doesn't make sense. You like, bitch, I'm not having no joint account with you.
Hilarious.
Oh, but when y'all get with a man, you're like, we gotta have a joint. No, we don't.
No, I don't believe that.
A lot of people do
that. Have one joint account, and each of you might have a separate account. Maybe for the bills, a joint account, but I think you should have a separate account. That makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I'm just saying some of the things.
A lot of people who do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Some of the things we've been taught in relationship rules, they damn sense, and we following them, and they shit didn't work. It's like, when do you stop following the model of some broken shit? It's not working. It's not working. Try something different. What I got some advice, ladies. If you're attracted to a guy, holler at him, whatever, and just see where it goes. Stop putting parameters and rules. By this time we got to this. Because girls on Instagram are showing off their ring and this, and look what I did. I was at the store today and I saw I don't know, somebody. It was I want to think of her name. It doesn't matter. White celebrity, blonde. Fill in the blank. And and her relationship is bad, right? And they're saying her relationship is headed down the wrong path. I was just like, no shit. Of course it is. And then in the next one, they showed her talking about how great her new man is compared to the last man. I'm just like, the new man's gonna be trash in 3 years.
Right. Just watch.
Pick your poison, right?
So my point is, this new shit's gonna die too. You gotta understand that it's not always gonna be fun.
Right.
It's not. It's not always gonna. You're not always gonna have sex. You're not gonna always want to have sex.
It's gonna get old.
Yeah. It's just you gotta be down. I mean, honestly, when I think of my best friends, my best relationships, they're permanent. They're permanent. I'm gonna fuck with Courtney Black forever. Right. We good. They're permanent. Period. Right. You know what I mean? And there's certain people in my life. They're permanent. And when it is what it is, and we'll let's do what makes sense to us both instead of pushing. I'm talking too much. I'm listening.
So how do you pick a person, Kyle? If we go through these relationships, you got 2 years over here, 3 years over there, 8 months over here. How do you? Because now we're doing a friend in a relationship. How do you pick that person that I'm gonna be good with forever? Like, it always feels like that, kind of like what makes you decide to stay or to break it up? Or
it's the same thing like a best friend. It's the same thing like, think about it. Salt and Pepper, right? Mm-hmm. They went to school with a bunch of girls, but Salt and Pepper, they formed a bond. You know when you're forming a bond, and you got to know it. And Salt said it best in the movie. In the interview with the Breakfast Club, I needed to take a 10-year break from Pep. I needed a break. Pep is a bit much. Sometimes y'all might take a break, but my thing is, it don't have to. It can just flow. Y'all might flow out, and y'all might flow back. And you only come back when you just let it flow like you would have.
But okay, Kyle, as a man, how do you decide who's gonna be that permanent one in terms?
The easiest one.
No, I don't. You know what honestly, ladies, I look to my right and my left, and I notice who's rocking with me, who's still rocking with me. Just like my boys, Richard Braxton, Julian Lowe, Chris Ball, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, my guys, my team, my day ones. Courtney Black.
But the woman who's still rocking with you,
I'm
like
talking
we
about
had
the
to rock.
woman. Yeah, I'm talking
No,
about.
no, wait a minute. I'm saying, but the woman, we had to rock through like cheating and lying, and you don't do all that to your boy. You ain't over there. Like,
not true. Not true. There's betrayal. You know what I mean? There's you know, I smashed this chick. There's that. There's
okay.
I was supposed to go there and I didn't. There's a lot of betrayal in relationships with your mama. Your mama let you down. It's permanent. You can tell somebody's solid enough to keep fucking with them. You can tell, and you don't force it. You can just tell who you still thinking about, who you still rocking with. But I really believe that women put extra shit on there, and the Kevin Samuels dude what he good at is helping women to see what men value. That's not necessarily my lane, but when I look into what he's doing, I'm like, oof, he's I couldn't do it because that's too raw. I'm too
right.
I couldn't have
you got a heart. You can't be out here breaking everybody's heart.
No, I would lie.
I would lie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still don't have clarity on a woman. We're talking about a woman. How does a man decide that this is gonna be the woman that I'm going to rock with, as you say, forever? Because even if there's infidelities on the side here and there, those are not the permanent women. So how do you choose the permanent one?
All right, Miriam, I like you. You're a lawyer. You're funny. You got a kid. I want to be your best friend. How does that happen? How can I be your best friend if I'm a girl? What do I have to do?
We just have to vibe. It's a connection. It's a vibe. I can't call it. Okay.
I can't call it. You know what I mean? There's no trick women. But what I can do is understand men. Stop, ask a man. Ask a man willing to be honest, because most men won't. Ask a man, look around for the dudes that's being brutally honest and just listen. Because if you want an alpha male, you're going to have to put up with some shit. And if you get a beta male, you're going to have to put up with some shit. But the common denominator is putting up with some shit.
Like they say, you either cry in a Rolls Royce or you cry in a Honda, right?
It is. And you're crying. You'll cry.
Right?
You're going to be crying.
Either way, I'm going to be crying. That's sad. That's a sad reality.
Not necessarily, because there's some good parts to that. Like, you just think about over your long-term relationships, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your boss or whatever. You got to decide what you're going to look at. The ups and the downs. But I believe what women's problem is right now is they are not willing to do the work to have what they claim they want.
What's the work?
The work is swallowing their pride, working on their ego, finding out actions really mean, not telling them you don't love me, because if you love me, I hate that sentence with all my heart. If you really love me, it's the most manipulative sentence ever, and y'all love that shit. It's bullshit. If you loved me, you don't know that. You don't know what the fuck I would do if I really loved you. Why don't you ask me or ask somebody like me?
Okay, how does a woman know if a man loves her?
That's a good question. It doesn't matter if he does or not. To me, it only matters how his love feels and how you interpret his actions.
That's good.
Oh, no, you got all
my workout on point, honey. My workout.
She getting happy.
You be saying some good stuff.
I know. This is okay.
You broken my heart. I'd be like, no, Kyle, are you sure? Like, that's what it is.
What it is, baby. I love you. I wish it wasn't.
Wow.
The reason why guys lie is because we don't want to hurt you. And that's really what it is. And people always put it as guys are these bad people, these dogs. And I believed it for a long time. And I hate to do this during Black History Month. But I remember when I found out that Dr. King cheated on his wife, I was devastated.
I heard about that, yeah.
I was like, no. And then I just started hearing about all these men I respect that cheated on their wives. And I was so confused because I thought, how could you be a good man and do that thing? Mm-hmm. And then I learned, okay, maybe I'm judging a good man on the wrong set of rules.
So were you a cheater at that point? And then that turned you and you were like, oh, okay, now I can do what I
I had multiple. I remember when I was 5 years old, my sister was having a slumber party, and I was like, I have 9 girlfriends. I didn't. I liked 9 of my sister's friends, 9 of them, and I liked them all. From the time I was a kid, I liked them all.
Okay.
You know? And and this is gonna get me in trouble too. Like if I saw, like when I see Destiny Child, a group, I always think I want her first, and then like I'm always, first. Yes.
First, second, third. Yeah. But you're gonna take all of them. I'm gonna get all of them.
Either way, yeah.
How can I have them all? And I used to think that was a bad thing, a negative thing, and then I just started reading and learning that
that's a man thing.
Yeah, it's like
so you think all men cheat?
Oh wait,
or a vast majority? A vast majority.
I think most alpha males do because they're not monogamous, and they don't. You know, they're just not monogamous.
They don't have a reason to be.
They don't want to be monogamous, even if it don't matter how much you fall in love. Jay-Z loves the fuck out of Beyonce. I can promise you that. But when he slipped, the times he slipped, it's because he just wanted some ass. He just wanted some different ass. That means you don't love me. No, it just means I wanted some different ass.
That's well, can you protect yourself when you get in the other? I mean,
but not for your wife. That's my point. You shouldn't wear a condom because of your wife. You should wear a condom because you don't want to go out like Willie LaFleur. If you're not doing it for you, that's the real problem. And women are like, do it for me. No. Do it for you, bro. You don't want that shit. You don't want that.
Why are so many men out here cheat without wrapping it up? What is that about?
It feels good to go raw. I mean,
but still, you 40 and 50, like it's still.
But still, the feeling doesn't change. I'm sure.
No, but I mean, like, but your education does. It's like, okay.
No, for me personally, I got so many kids. I ain't going raw no more.
Okay, you ain't taking no chances.
Right. No. But listen. I don't speed anymore. I drive the speed limit. You know why? $400 ticket.
Right.
In Iowa, my last speeding ticket in Iowa, $400, and
never done. Again, huh?
Speed limit.
I mean, Idaho, done. So you get hurt enough times, and that's what women say. Well, maybe I can stop him from cheating if a blah 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 blah. Listen, here's the best way to stop a man from cheating. Y'all ready to write this down? Pick a monogamous man.
How do you know if he's monogamous?
Yeah.
Ask him about his past. Men don't lie about their past; they lie about their future.
Ooh. So they'll tell you if they cheated before, like give us a question of like, did you cheat on your last girlfriend, or like how many times have you cheated?
Yeah. How'd your last relationship end? What happened? Have you ever been caught cheating? Have you ever cheated? But here's the thing: don't judge. Act like it's cool.
Right.
Right.
Because what I love about talking to Courtney Black, she listens, even though she don't listen, but she listens. Let them tell you. Don't make it like it's because remember what you did earlier, Miriam, when you was like, no, and all right, I'll lie. If you want me to lie, I'll lie because I don't want you upset. We don't want you mad. That's why we lie. So if you listen to the truth, and if you just do your research, types of dudes, I guarantee you are cheating. Guarantee. And I would never tell their wife to leave. Never. I would be like, you're a fool if you let that go.
Wow.
Here's the thing. This is crazy. Look how good of a wife Vanessa Bryant looks now, right?
Looks.
I'm just.
She appears to be
at the time, right? But now it looks like she made me. She looks like they had a great marriage. How could you have a great marriage? Because that had nothing to do with you. That had nothing to do with. I saw a video with Kobe with his daughter. Watching like the Super Bowl when the Eagles won, they look like a happy family to me.
Right.
Say this, everything you said was a lie. What? No.
But just because they looked happy doesn't mean they were happy.
I believe they were. Why would he do it? He don't need it. He could get somebody else.
Because she was gonna take half.
He has a lot.
But some men ain't trying to lose. I mean,
I hear you, but I do believe that just because a man is cheating don't mean he don't love his family. He just wants some ass on the side. He just wants some variety. not personal. Or he has connection with another woman. He might just have connection with another woman that he knows you'd be upset about, and and because of what she brings into his life, he don't want to let her go.
Last question. We're gonna wrap this up. This was good. Thank you, Kyle.
So good.
We gotta have you back. Don't forget, we coming up. We have our Valentine's Day classic hits we about to share with you guys.
Speaking of Valentine's, Courtney Black, don't forget to listen to Late Night Cupcake on Shell Lundberg Radio. We are counting down the top love songs of all
That's
time.
right.
Oh, so you already had to do this. Look at you.
530 affiliates. Find us in your hood. Damn, I forgot my question. It was based on what you just said.
Sorry, that's why.
Aww.
I know I should have written it down. It was a good wrap-up question. That's all right. Damn, well, you educated us today.
Like any advice, general advice that you haven't already given?
Giving general advice is, honestly, I would tell people in the beginning of your relationship, you really need to be asking questions and try not to judge in the beginning of the relationship. Ask questions. Find out who you're really with, because it always blows me away when women are shocked that a guy cheated. I'm like, I wasn't shocked. Why the fuck are you shocked?
Right.
Women are always shocked at somebody cheating that I'm never shocked about. Never. Because the ladies, your biggest mistake is you think a man can be with somebody else and it means he don't love you. That has nothing to do with it. It literally, as a man that has 4 kids, I love all my kids equally.
Right.
I could, you're like, well, you better not love that other girl. But let me just tell you, if I do love that other girl, it ain't got nothing to do with how much I love you. It ain't got nothing to do with it. That's hard to understand. We're talking way too much about cheating. Say it like this. Know who you have. Don't be shocked. That's why guys do their research, Miriam and Courtney. That's why we ask around how many people you've been with, because we expect you to be who the fuck we got with. But women expect, okay, he's been with 1,000 women before. I was so
1,000, not 1,000.
Have you not heard the music? We all like, really? Like, you're mad? Like, why are you mad? Are you mad because we know? It's like, what? We know. Like, you should know.
But real quick, I want to go back real quick. I know we were wrapping up, but I wanted to make a point. I feel like a lot of these things have to do with Black men in particular and not men of other races, because I say that I know tons of white women who sleep around in college. That's their thing. They just do it, and they just run off and get married, and the man doesn't. I mean, I don't know if he knows or not, and a lot of them don't really care. So I feel like Black men tend to, this whole purity thing, is more of a Black thing than a man.
It could be. And the truth is, whatever the rules are of the game you want to play, those are the only rules that matter.
So well, I'm willing to, I'm willing to, date outside. So.
You're not.
Wait, what do you mean I'm not?
I don't believe you.
Why not? I am.
You might date, but you might not. You don't want to marry one.
You ain't trying to buy. You might sample, but I don't think you're trying to buy. I don't even know you. I just don't believe you.
Okay.
And on that note,
no, bullshit. But for real, honestly,
no, he's not.
To the white dude, then study the white dude rules. Whatever. I don't really give a fuck what you do. You know, it's you, but I'm just saying. I'm fucking with you, but the real talk, if you want to get with a Black man, you got to know the Black man rules. If I want to work in New York, I got to know the rules in New York. I got to, so know if I want to sell dope in Iowa, I better know the rules of selling dope in Iowa. I better know the rules of slanging in Atlanta. I better know the rules of slanging in New York City. So if you want to fuck with a white dude, study your game up. You want to fuck, blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying, Mary?
Mm-hmm, I get you.
Yeah.
She said, you heard that?
I'm gonna go lay down and cry after this. So give me a good cry out.
Sorry.
All right. So, wow. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you so much for joining us today. That was absolutely excellent. Make sure, shout out what your podcast is again.
It's called the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. We drop Wednesday. Check us out on all of your social media apps. We're there. We're on the podcast app. Just type in MRA Podcast or type in Kyle Erby, KYLE. KyleErby. Or go to KyleErby.com. You can find all my shit. KyleErby.com. KyleErby.com. Miriam, I appreciate you having me on. I know I'm talking a lot of shit. I love you.
I know. It's okay.
We're going to do this music real quick. Again, that's my work husband, Cheryl Underwood Radio. Check us out 7 days a week. And we are having a love countdown there. All right. Who's going first?
You want to go first, Court? You go.
I'll go first. So we're going to play like 3 of our favorite classic songs. And you can do, we used to make I had a boyfriend back in the day make me a tape.
I know, right?
Tape. He was a DJ. What's up, William Guest? All right. So this is my first pick.
Go ahead. I thought of this one too.
You digging this one, Kyle? All right.
Okay, that was a good one. What year was that?
It was 1990.
No,
because I remember the girl, and she married now.
She married.
Aww.
They're happy.
Aww.
That's cute.
All right, Pretty Brown Eyes, Mint Condition. Y'all work on that for play that for your Valentine's Day, boo.
Yes.
What you got, man?
Yes.
Tenderoni.
Baby face.
Bobby Brown was man. He was the man back then. He was. I gotta sing a couple bars. I can't, Go
ahead.
Let the intro go, The truth about a Roni, sweet little girl. If you treat her right, real nice and hold her tight. Ow! And only tenderonis can give special love. The special kind of love that makes you feel good inside. Hey, sing it with me. If you believe in love and all that it can do for you, hey, give it a chance, girl. You'll find romance. Sing it, Kyle. That is right for you. Make it official. That's all I'm talking about.
All right.
Drop the mic on that one. That's
all
my
right.
Right there. That's it.
That's a classic. They got the Bobby Brown story running. I saw it last weekend or something. It's running on BET. All right, my next one.
Right? Yes.
In the ATL, I was a waitress at Club 112. This junk used to hit so bad. Whew.
I've been watching you, baby.
It's the Valentine's Day groove. What?
Yes.
I've been watching you. I really want to meet you, but I'm kind of nervous, cause you're the kind of lady with so much class.
Woo! That's when they used to make music.
They had game back then. That was,
You got to get to the love. Go ahead, Kyle.
Come on.
All right. That song right there. That was my cut.
Okay, my next one.
This Kyle. Hold on, what Kyle say?
Go ahead.
I'm a licensed yet, and Courtney had a job.
Shut up, boy. Bottle service money. It was a good job.
Bottle service.
couldn't get no regular job, but yeah. All right. Man,
All
what
right.
you got?
Here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? Okay, I gotta get past all this fluff.
You like Babyface?
Don't even like to think about what I do without it. I only know I live and not breathe for your love. Oh my gosh, this is it. In my time of need, and when I needed you, even if for me, baby, love from you. Sing it, Kyle.
It sounds like Tony Braxton, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Definitely Babyface.
I was able to give my heart again. You gave me someone to love. Ah, someone
That's
to
my guy.
love, someone to hold, someone to know.
Is that John?
Come on with it.
Is that who? She ain't even listening.
Huh?
Is that John B?
John B. and Babyface.
Oh, I didn't know that.
1995, baby.
All right.
Woo! When that song come on, I'm like, huh?
You can't tell which one's John B and which one's Babyface.
I know they sound very much alike. You're right. They do.
All right. This is my home run. Woo, Jesus.
Battle right now.
What'd you say, Kyle?
This is like a versus battle and shit. Y'all
I
niggas.
know, right? Okay, this
We're gonna have a verse.
is, hold on.
The DJ versus.
I know, right? Oh, my phone. I need to delete files so I can get this junk.
Oh Lord.
All right. Do you know this cut? Off the joint. Straight off the top. Woo! Woo! You ain't playing this Valentine's Day weekend?
Woo! I love this dude's voice.
Woo!
You know you had me with your sensuous charm.
Oh, this song.
So alive as I walked on by. In awesome wonder, you had to know why I did not respond to carry on.
Woo!
Love
Yes.
what can I say? Love me now. Love me in a special way. What more can I say? Love me now. Love me now. 'Cause I'm special. Not the average kind to accept any lie that sounds. So reach into your chain of thought. Try to find something new. What works so well for you before. For me, just one through.
Did somebody remake this song, Court?
I hope not.
I hope not.
I think somebody did. I just don't remember who it is.
All right. Let me just hit that one more time. All right. Woo, the barge. Love me.
Okay, last one. Now I wanted to go a little upbeat because I didn't, slow. So this is my last one. I got a commercial on. Bear with me.
You got a Pandora commercial?
I get a pan. No, this is YouTube.
All right, Kyle, we're going to come to you last. You got something?
Okay, I got it.
I'll have something by the time.
All right.
Oh, gotta play it, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. My bad. You can tell me I'm playing technical.
Baby, 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 baby. Don't you know that you're so fine? Hey, that beat hit hard on this
Yes.
song. I'll be like,
Happy birthday, Brandy. Your birthday was this week.
oh, was it? Happy birthday, Brandy. You know, she's from Carson, where I'm from. We
Okay.
went to the same elementary school.
Yeah, Kyle. She's from Carson. Kyle's from LA.
Oh,
My
okay. Yes. What'd you say?
from the IE.
Oh, okay. That's where I live.
Do you?
I can't each day just to see you are trying to move
I don't know the word.
things to get to where you are.
Courtney know I love Brandy.
I'm trying
Yeah, that's
to
right.
you, baby, baby.
She's an Aquarius, right?
Nothing gained, so I'm telling you. Yes, when her and Monica did the verses, I was like, I mean, Brandy killed it. She killed it.
Yeah.
She killed it. Monica didn't even sing. I was like, Monica, sing something.
She didn't want to be there.
You
Kyle,
don't
you
think
got
so?
some? We going.
Since I can't play R. Kelly, and we know
No,
I
you
would
not.
play R. Kelly too.
He love R. Kelly.
I
He's
got
good.
Kelly. Here we go.
Yeah.
We go second best thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's my shit.
Who is that? Kyle? Say them.
But Isley.
Yeah, Isley. Yeah.
That's the Isley brothers.
We can hear.
Turn it up some.
I don't know if I can. Damn, Gina.
That is the cut.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
All that dude was.
That was good. That was good.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was good. Well,
Y'all
thank you.
Fun.
Huh? No, go ahead.
So this is fun.
Thank you.
I'm glad you had a good time. We did too.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know if you want to I know you got things to do. You're probably busy. We could let you go, or you could just stick with us till we were going to take some comments. You want to take some comments, or what would you
Take some comments too for a second. I got to get out.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay.
Hold on. Let me walk.
Okay. Go ahead. Anybody who has any questions for Kyle, me, or Courtney, please put it in the comments. We will try to address them now. So you got about 2 minutes.
Beryl said, shit, damn, oh boy came with it. He did come with that Isley, didn't he?
That's my cousin.
Hey, cuz. Any questions? Any comments? Any questions? Any comments?
Any questions?
I think we should wrap it up. We had 1 hour and 8. No questions.
Yeah, that's pretty good time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again.
Comes back.
Oh, yeah.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
I'll take a quick question. Then I got to dip.
We don't have nobody asking any questions, so we just gonna close it out. Thank you again for joining us. You guys will be back next Friday. Same bat channel. May not be the same bat time.
Like, share, subscribe. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
Snax_LA.
No excuses.
Thank you again, Kyle Erby. Catch him at Kyle Erby on all platforms. Check out his podcast, MRA Podcast. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye. Life, love, and snacks.
Life, love, and snacks.
That's fantastic.